Okay, so at this point, somebody needs to step in and put Kanye West in his place because he is going too far and causing so much damage from the things he's been saying online. He has been going on these weird rants on Twitter for about 2 months now. It just keeps getting worse and worse with every tweet, and his latest antics might have just landed him in serious trouble with Beyonce. A couple of days ago, Kanye went off on Beyonce and Jay Z, and no, it wasn't his typical rant about how they think they're better than anyone. No, for some reason, he went after their children, especially their twins, and said some seriously horrible things about them that no parent should ever have to hear from someone they were once friends with. Now, everyone knows that Beyonce is quite chill and doesn't really do the social media dramatics, but it looks like this is the last straw for her because word on the streets is that she is not about to let this slide, and she's determined to finally put Kanye in his place by teaching him a hard lesson. It looks like Kanye just might have bitten off more than he can chew, so let's break down Beyonce's revenge plan. It's still kind of wild how things turned out like this between Kanye, Beyonce, and Jay Z because they used to have one of the strongest friendships in history, and everyone could see they genuinely cared about each other. For a while, it seemed like nothing could break their bond, but things started unraveling about 10 years ago. A lot of people assumed their fallout was because of Kanye's relationship with Kim Kardashian, but the real issue was Kanye himself and his shenanigans. Honestly, it's not hard to see why Beyonce and Jay Z would distance themselves from him because Kanye keeps putting their business out there and calling them out publicly for not being the kind of friends he wanted them to be. For instance, during one of his concerts in 2016, Kanye put Beyonce on blast, accusing her of basically buying awards. He claimed that she strong-armed the organizers into giving her the win over him, and even went as far as saying she refused to perform unless she got the award. As time went on, Kanye's rants about them just kept escalating. By 2016, it was pretty clear his friendship with Jay Z was done for when he publicly called Jay Z out for not reaching out to him and Kim after her Paris robbery. Oh, and I know y'all remember what Kanye West said about Jay Z in 2022 when he claimed that Jay Z and Beyonce allegedly took people out and that they were being controlled.
They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I want. Mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. Truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puppies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Kanye has been wilding for a long time, and honestly, it's something of a miracle that Beyonce has mostly ignored him until now. If you're wondering why they're suddenly sitting up and taking action, it's because he came for their children unprovoked, claiming that there's something wrong with her twins. He tweeted, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're no, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is a blessing. Having children is a choice." He ended up deleting the tweets after a while, but he then made it clear that the only reason he deleted them was that he didn't want his Twitter account flagged for violating the policies and that he wasn't sorry or remorseful for what he said. He tweeted, "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled, not because I'm a good person. Now Jay Z and Beyonce on the other end, F them and their entire family." That was just so unnecessarily cruel, especially to innocent children who have done nothing to him. What makes this even worse is that he knows that there have been a lot of hateful comments directed towards Beyonce's kids, especially Sir, because she prefers to keep him out of the public eye. In an interview with Vogue, Beyonce opened up about her difficult pregnancy with the twins, saying, "I was 218 pounds the day I gave birth to Rumi and Sir. I was swollen from toxemia and had been on bed rest for over a month. My health and my baby's health were in danger, so I had an emergency C-section. We spent many weeks in the NICU. I was in survival mode and did not grasp it all until months later. After the C-section, my core felt different. It had been major surgery. Some of your organs are shifted temporarily and in rare cases removed temporarily during delivery. I am not sure everyone understands that. I needed time to heal to recover." Plus, I know y'all remember how hard some grown adults bullied Blue when she was just a baby, calling her hair nappy, saying she was ugly and all that. Child, she's 13 and the mean comments still haven't stopped, so it shouldn't be surprising that Beyonce wants to protect the twins from all that negativity. A couple of months ago, people started talking about how she seems even more protective of Sir. He wasn't at Beyonce's halftime performance or her Good Morning America interview for the Lion King movie. Blue Ivy and Rumi were at the interview, but not him.
Proud of her. Somebody wants to join.
He also didn't attend the Super Bowl with Blue and Rumi, and all sorts of conspiracies were flying around, from talks about how he supposedly has autism or how Beyonce is ashamed of him because he supposedly has some sort of disability. It has been a lot. Beyonce and Jay Z have kept their lips sealed and never even mentioned him, which only made people more curious. Fans couldn't help but wonder why we barely see him at all. While Blue Ivy has been front and center at award shows and even performed on stage, and Rumi has made a few appearances here and there, Sir remains a mystery. Some think Beyonce and Jay Z are just being extra protective of him, while others speculate that there's more to the story than we know. But Beyonce's mom, Miss Tina Knowles, wasn't going to sit back and let folks run with their own narratives, and she's been trying to set the record straight, insisting that people have it all wrong when it comes to Sir. According to her, there's no mystery, no drama. He's just a private child who isn't interested in fame or the spotlight. Tina, who has always been very close with her grandkids, decided to open up a little about Sir's personality, giving fans a rare glimpse into what he's actually like. In an interview she shared, Sir is a very, very smart child. He likes numbers and he's very low-key. She made it clear that unlike his sisters who seem to enjoy a bit more of attention, Sir prefers to stay in his own world, focus on things that truly interest him.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited
Well,
you are.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much.
So from the sounds of it, Beyonce and Jay Z are just respecting their child's wishes, which is something that every good parent should do. Plus, it's kind of hypocritical of Kanye to call them out over this when he has been fighting his ex Kim Kardashian for putting North out there, saying that he wants more privacy for North and for her to grow up without the spotlight. But when Beyonce does the same thing for her child, it's because he has a disability. Child, the hypocrisy is strong with this one. Well, it looks like Beyonce is not about to let this slide because she is considering taking legal action against him. According to Page 6, Jay Z and Beyonce find it shocking that Kanye West attacked their two youngest children in a disgusting all-caps rant via X on Tuesday evening. The couple will absolutely not stand for it after the stronger rapper has spoken about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. Jay Z and Beyonce are aware of the post Kanye has since deleted and are discussing how they want to handle this situation, whether that be privately and or in a legal manner. Fans had all the smoke for Kanye and they commented, "No matter how you feel about Beyonce, this is disgusting. Not to mention he put his own daughter on a song with Diddy. He's clearly mentally deranged. I am sick of all the excuses being made for Kanye. He called Beyonce's children the R word, claiming George Floyd died of fentanyl, and said slavery was a choice. What is it going to take for you guys to hold this man accountable? And remember when Kanye was on stage crying because Jay Z and B wouldn't let North go on play dates with Blue? Now he's saying the most vile things about their children. I really wish Beyonce and Jay Z were who y'all want them to be. Some people really deserve to go missing." Anywho, y'all tell me how y'all feel about Kanye's disgusting tweets. So drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.